am officially starting to pack. Officially starting to pack, because we are 8 days out, and usually when it gets to be about a week, then that's when I start working on my prepping and my packing and getting all my things for sure ready to go. We already did the stroller prep, and that was more so just to kind of figure out how we wanted to set it up. So we got that done, and now we're actually going to start the packing process. So I'm going to show you what I do here in the next week before we head off to Disney. As you can see behind me, my house is a hot mess. I did clean a little bit, and I did not film it, but I did clean a little bit before the weekend because my friend came over. So I did do a little bit of cleaning, and I still plan on doing a little bit of cleaning before we go because I cannot stand leaving the house and having a messy house. So my goal is to get some packing done today. I'm gonna start working on the packing portion of the video. I'm gonna for sure make sure that my lightning lanes are ready to go, because I have my list of what I want and what I need to do at 7 a.m. tomorrow Eastern time. 6 a.m. our time is when we can officially book our lightning lanes for the week. And that is because we're staying on a Disney World property, so we get to choose 3 lightning lanes for each park that we want lightning lanes for, and we can pick those a week in advance. So I'm hoping I can get some good times tomorrow, and I want to tell you all about what our priorities are and kind of why there are priorities for this trip. And yeah, I'll get into that in a little bit, but let's start with our clothes and our outfits, because those are probably one of my favorite things to pack.
All right, so I have everything laid out here on my bed, and I am such an overpacker. I try not to, but I'm really bad at it, especially when we're going when it's really hot. Now, in the summertime, I have started bringing 2 outfits per day, especially since we go back to the room for a midday break. Then that way you're not putting back on sweaty and nasty clothes that just feel gross when you put them back on. Because when I tell you in the summertime, when you walk out of your room and you're instantly sweating, I mean it, okay? But it can be done. I promise it's not as terrible as it seems. Don't ask my husband, though. He will disagree. So for this trip, I wasn't totally sure if I wanted to do 2 outfits per day or just do 1. I was kind of thinking originally I'm just going to do 1, but then I kind of changed my mind. I looked at the weather yesterday, and it's supposed to be a high of 90 degrees on the day we arrive, and it's supposed to be about high 80s to 90s. And with the humidity, it's pretty much feels like 80 degrees all day long, which is great for me. I love that. So I was kind of like, you know what? Maybe I will kind of plan 2 outfits per day-ish, but not to an extent of like, I will for sure have 2 outfits every single day. When we went 2 years ago in June, when it was like boiling hot, I pretty much wore 2 outfits per day every day, except for when we went to, I think, Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom. And Magic Kingdom, we ended up staying the entire day, so we never went back to the room, which was a tough one. It was hard, but we did do it. And when we went to Animal Kingdom, it ended up being just kind of like a half park day, and then when we went back to the resort, we went to the pool. So we really just kind of did more of a resort day / Animal Kingdom day. So my plan this time around is I have some days planned where I have 2 outfits picked out, and then I have some extra ones that can be used again. I just like the idea of not having to be sticky and gross after being, you know, you get back to the resort and you go for a little pool time or you take a little nap, and then I don't want to be sweaty, and I don't want to put sweaty, cold, icky feeling clothes back on. So that is my tip. Now, if you're someone who likes to pack light, I am not your girl, because I do not pack light. Okay, I am an overpacker, and you will see why in just a second. So let's talk about what I have here. All right, so this pile here is our arrival day, and I actually have 2 piles for our arrival day, and I'll tell you why in a second. Because when we leave here, it's probably going to be about 50 degrees in the morning, maybe 45, 50 degrees. So it's going to be chilly. So I have my little like windbreaker jacket for myself. And then my husband requested that we all wear Lightning McQueen Cars themes. So we have my daughter's Lightning McQueen t-shirt, her cruise jumpsuit. She's got a pair of sweatpants with that. And then I have my Lightning McQueen t-shirt, his Lightning McQueen t-shirt. And then I have a pair of leggings that I'm going to actually wear to the airport because, again, it's going to be chilly. And then I have a pair of shorts to change into later. So when we get to the resort and we're just kind of hanging out, that's what I'm going to wear. And then most likely we'll probably head to the pool, and so we'll have our pool bag as well. And then my husband, he says he'll be fine in shorts, so he's planning on just wearing shorts the whole time. But I'm a baby. I like it hot. I like it warm. And then my husband has his new Stitch hat, which he's very excited about. And then when we get to the hotel, and we either decide like, hey, it's boiling hot because it's a high of 90 and having a sweatpants suit for Maddie is not going to be the most ideal. I do have her little romper that she can put on. So that's that. Now, this back pile is for our Boatwrights dinner. Boatwrights is not a fancy restaurant by any means. You don't have to dress up, but I did want to kind of dress up just a little bit because I don't know, it just feels good. You're on vacation, you want to dress up a little bit. So I have her yellow dress with little cute polka dots on it. And then this is mine, just kind of a simple summer dress, tank top. And then I'm going to wear my Tiana's Bayou Adventure ears because we are staying at Port Orleans Riverside. So it just fits the theme, and I was really excited to wear those. And then my husband is just going to wear his like a nicer button-up shirt and his nice blue shorts. Okay, so day 2, we are heading to Epcot. So my husband has his goofy, totally rad dad t-shirt, some shorts. Maddie is going to wear her purple flower dress with some black shorts underneath. She has her flower outfit. Again, this is for Flower and Garden. And then I have just my rose gold ears with a cute kind of, I don't know what color you want to call it, salmon-y pink dress. And I just have that planned. I'm not planning on doing 2 outfits, but we'll see how I feel in the afternoon. I have extras, which you will see. And then the next day we are going to Magic Kingdom. So these are our Magic Kingdom outfits. My daughter has a cute little Minnie and Daisy outfit with a skirt. My husband is wearing, me and my husband are going to be matching. So we have his Buzz Lightyear hat, his Buzz Lightyear t-shirt with black shorts. And then I am wearing my Space Mountain ears, and I'm wearing my Buzz Lightyear jersey and then my purple dress. I love wearing athletic dresses to Disney, especially when it's so hot. I don't need to wear a bra with them. They have a bra built in, and I just think they're so comfy and great in the summer heat. Our next day, we have a resort day, and honestly, I don't have a lot planned for our resort day. Probably gonna hang out at the pool, maybe go to Disney Springs. Not going to be a whole lot of planning. We're just going to go with the flow, which will be really nice and relaxing because Disney, if you know, it can be very busy and crazy. So this is going to be just a nice, relaxing day. So for Maddie, I have her little princess shirt, and it has a little cute stuff on the back, and then her little jean skirt. And then I do have a second outfit just in case, too, if it gets really warm. She's got a little romper. And then my husband just has a t-shirt and shorts. Again, that's pretty much his outfits are t-shirts and shorts. And then he does have some tank tops as well that he's going to bring along for extra. I have 2 outfits planned as well because I'm not really sure what I'm going to be feeling, especially if we don't really know what we're doing. So I have my Disney Cat Lady shirt with my pink shorts, and then I do have a pink athletic dress as well, and then I will wear my leopard print ears, which I've had these for a long long time. I think they're like over 10 years old. I'm pretty sure. So super fun that I still have those. And they are really comfy actually. Okay, and since we're talking about resort days, I'm going to talk about our swimsuit situation. I have my cute little Mickey sun hat, which I'm very excited about. I will put all of this, well, not all of this, but I will put my swimsuits and stuff in a bag that's going to be easily accessible because I want to make sure I have that for when we arrive at our resort because our room might not be ready when we check in and we can let Bell Services take our luggage, and I want to make sure that they can take that, but then I don't have to dig through my suitcase for like my swimsuit and stuff. So anyways, this is going to be our swimwear that we're bringing, and it's a lot. I have 3 different swimsuits for Maddie, which is definitely not necessary, but you know what? Oh well. So I have this really cute Minnie Mouse swimsuit. My mom actually got this for Maddie a couple years ago. I think after last year, maybe? Might have been last year even, before she had passed. And then it has this really cute sparkly skirt to go with it. So I'm very excited to see her in that. And I'm sad that my mom isn't here to see her wear that. And then I just have I have this swimsuit from Target. And then this one is a cute Moana one. She loves Moana. I got that from Walmart. And then she has just a simple cover up. Okay, and then my swimsuit, I have 2 swimsuits that I'm bringing, and then I have my cover up, and then my husband has a tank top that he's going to be bringing, and then also like a cover up tank top for him, and then his I don't know how men like their swimsuits, but whatever, these go underneath, but anyways, yeah, so that's that. The next day, what day will that be? That will be on Saturday. And Saturday we are off to, you guessed it, Animal Kingdom. And for Maddie, I have her Moana outfit here. And then I also have a second outfit for her. To be honest with you, I don't know if we're going to spend the whole day in Animal Kingdom. With all the construction, we might just do another half day. We will see what happens. And then my husband is just going to wear a tank top. It does get very hot in Animal Kingdom, so he is going for tank tops, and then he's going to wear repeat shorts. I am planning on doing laundry this trip, which is not something that I typically do. My daughter is playing right now, so I don't know if you can hear her or not, but and then this is my outfit. I have some jean shorts, my Hakuna Matata shirt with my Hakuna Matata ears. So super excited about that. And moving on to our Hollywood Studios day. Again, I think I have multiple outfits for this day as well. I have my other Lightning McQueen shirt. We really like Lightning McQueen in this house. And then I have a black skirt to go with it and my Pixar ears. And then I also have a Toy Story shirt for Maddie with a really cute gingham. Is that the pattern? I think it's gingham. Shorts for her. And then I also have just a flower shirt just in case for later. I don't know if we'll see what the day brings, if we'll spend the whole day at Hollywood Studios as well. My husband has his Pixar shirt and Pizza Planet shirt and then shorts again. So that is for Hollywood Studios, right? And our final resort day, this is the day before we leave. We actually have Topolino's Terrace character breakfast with Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Daisy. I'm so excited for that. I really hope that Maddie loves it. Topolino's is a little bit of a nicer, it's actually a signature restaurant for dinner, not for breakfast, but for dinner it is a signature restaurant. So I wanted to just kind of dress up a little bit. I thought it would be really cute. And again, my cousin is coming along with us on this breakfast. So I'm very excited. This is Maddie's cute little dress, and it has a little bow in the back. My husband got a new, this is a Roosevelt, I think that's how you say it, Roosevelt button up. These are very nice. They're a little pricey, but very nice quality. It's like super light, perfect for the Florida heat. It has Mickey on it, so that's really fun. And then also, this is my dress I just got from Amazon, but it's kind of like a, I don't know what this material is called, but, and then it flows on the bottom, but it's got little cute little flowers on it. So that is for our Topolino's Terrace breakfast. And then the rest of the day, again, I don't really have plans for this. Probably going to be hanging out at the pool, maybe going to Disney Springs, maybe just resort hopping, which is one of my favorite things to do at Disney World on our resort days. So nice and relaxing. Ride the Skyliner around. It'll be awesome. So I have an outfit for Maddie. Just a shorts and t-shirts. And then I actually have two different ones, but most likely I'll be wearing another athletic dress. Surprise, surprise. I literally have, I think, 5 or 6 of these dresses. They're all the exact same, but they're just different colors. No lie. They're the best. I loved wearing them on my last Disney trip. And then I have a tank top for my husband. And again, just another set of outfits for me because I am the way that I am. It's probably way, way excessive, but if it all fits, then good enough for me. And then the last thing I have is just our pajamas. I have one set of pajamas for me. It's a short and short sleeve set. And then Maddie, I have 2. I have pants and a shirt, and then I have her Elsa dress pajama set. So just in case it gets a little chilly with the AC in Florida. So I did want to bring like kind of some warmer clothes just literally because the AC is so cold. And I know you can adjust it in the hotel, but I just know how I am. I'm kind of a baby. So I have my little princess sweater that I love, and then my pink sweatpants, and then my husband just has a pair of shorts, and that's going to be good enough for him. So that is our outfits, and I have them all in piles. So my plan is to put them all in cubes and separate them for like days. So this is all going to be in one cube. This is all going to be in one cube versus like, you know, having all of my stuff in one cube, all of Maddie's stuff in one cube. We're going to do it in different days. So I also don't want to put my stuff in cubes quite yet because we are a little over a week out and I don't want all the stuff to get really wrinkly. So I'm going to fold it really nice, keep it in my piles, and I'm going to keep it on my dining room table like I had it before. So then we'll just have to add like obviously like our undies and our socks and things like that. So, yeah, so that is my outfit planning strategy, I guess. I don't know. I am very like, I love to not necessarily coordinate our outfits because they're not necessarily coordinated, but in a way they are, just because like I have for Hollywood Studios, you know, I have Pixar theme. My husband's wearing Pixar. Maddie is wearing Toy Story Pixar. So like, it's just fun, you know? So let's talk about our lightning lanes because that is tomorrow.
Okay, so now I want to talk about our lightning lanes because tomorrow at 6 a.m. sharp, I will be waking up and I will be purchasing our lightning lanes and trying to plan on which ones we want to get. Now with this trip, it's a little bit different because we are really just focusing on all the things that Maddie can do. Hello. What you doing? We are focusing on all of the things that Maddie can do, and we're not really worried about things that Jake and I can do. So we're not doing things like Tron. We're not going to do Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Oh, thank you. Okay. Yeah, you want to color? No. Like I was saying, we are not planning on doing like Tiana's Bayou Adventure. We're not really prioritizing the big rides. Anything that Maddie can't do is not a priority for us. And the reason for that is just because that's just one, what we want to do this trip around. And also, like, it's just going to be my husband and I, and then my cousin will be coming. He works down there, so he will be joining us maybe in the evening or popping in throughout the day kind of thing. So we're kind of just focusing on just having a nice, relaxing time, focusing on all the things Maddie can do, and it's going to be a great time. We're not planning on riding Tiana's. We're not planning on riding
Space Mountain or Tron. We are gonna try and get Guardians because Guardians is the one thing that I'm like, you know what? I think mom and dad can have a little fun. So we are going to try and get a Guardians Lightning Lane for our Epcot day, and Jake and I are just gonna have to ride alone, unless we get it in the evening and our cousin is with us. But I also I don't want to leave him out either, which he probably would be like, it's fine, don't worry about it. However, I just feel bad. I don't want to have to leave him out of Guardians. So if we get our Guardians ride, we will be riding alone, and then the other will be staying with Maddie, which is why we're not really prioritizing the bigger rides, because we don't want to spend the whole day doing that, for rides that we can ride in the future. So that is our thought process with that. So with that being said, this is our plan for our lightning lanes. So we are actually only getting lightning lanes for Epcot and Magic Kingdom. We are not getting lightning lanes for Hollywood Studios or Animal Kingdom. And the reason for that is, in Hollywood Studios, Maddie can really only ride 3 rides. She can ride Alien Swirling Saucers, Toy Story Mania, and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Yes, Hollywood Studios is if it was anybody else, I would be like, yes, get lightning lanes, very important for this park, because there's a lot of really good heavy hitter rides with long waits. Mickey and Minnie's, Toy Story Mania being 2 of them. But we're also not really planning on riding anything else. We are only focused on riding those 3 rides that Maddie can ride, plus doing Frozen, the stage show, maybe Little Mermaid. We'll just see what we have time for. But we're not really worried about riding all those other rides. And to us, it just does not seem worth it this time around. So that's my thought process. And again, with Animal Kingdom being under so much construction, and she can, again, only ride Zootopia Better Together, which isn't even a ride, it's just a show. And then also Safaris, which we're planning on basically rope dropping right away anyway. I know you can't, we're doing early entry. You can't do early entry for Safaris, but, and Navi River Journey, but that one is not really important to us, to be honest. It's fine. It's a boat ride. I don't need to ride it. So that's just our preference for this trip. So going off of that, our plan, my ideal, what I'm hoping for tomorrow morning when I go to book my lightning lanes is I'm going to book for Epcot. I'm going to do Guardians, the single pass lightning lane for Jake and I. That'll be the one mom and dad ride that we get to do, and we don't even get to ride together, which is fine. That's kind of, again, why we're not planning on doing a lot of that. So that'll be our ride, and then we are going to do for our Tier 1 lightning lane, we're going to do Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Now, the 2 Tier 1s that we want are Remy's and also Frozen, and those are probably the 2 most important rides that we want to ride when we go to Epcot. Maddie is obsessed with Frozen. But my thought process is we will get a lightning lane for Remy's, and then we will rope drop Frozen. And then that way we can for sure get on Frozen, wait in line in the morning, because that is a for sure ride that we want to do. We did not rope drop Frozen the last time. We actually rope dropped Living with the Land when we went with Maddie when she was 9 months old. And it was great. It was fine. We had a great time, but we did not ride Frozen because the wait time for that was always like 80 minutes. And I was like, I'm not waiting 80 minutes for Frozen. So I'm hoping that we can alleviate that this time around and get her on Frozen. And if we do rope drop it, and then maybe by chance we'll get a lightning lane later in the day, maybe if we're lucky. Probably not, but you never know. Then we could potentially ride it twice, which is something that she would love to do. So, and then my Tier 2 lightning lanes are going to be Living with the Land and Spaceship Earth. Again, ones that you don't really need lightning lanes for, but honestly,
there's a lot more rides in Epcot that Maddie can ride. And we have Flower and Garden Festival. And we want to do the Spike the Bee scavenger hunt. So we have lots of things that we want to do in Epcot, which is why I got Lightning Lanes for that park. For Magic Kingdom, we are planning on doing Jungle Cruise for our Tier 1. She loves animals. Also, who doesn't love Jungle Cruise? It's one of the best. It's a classic. And then we also have Winnie the Pooh and Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. Usually I would not say to do Buzz Lightyear for a Lightning Lane. That would be one that doesn't typically have a long wait. However, it just reopened with new shooter guns, and so it did change a little bit, and it's a very popular ride. And Maddie really likes Buzz, so that is a ride that we are going to try and prioritize and get Lightning Lanes for. And then I said Winnie the Pooh. I love Winnie the Pooh. Sorry, Maddie's playing with my plant. I love Winnie the Pooh. Maddie is not super into Winnie the Pooh, but she does like Winnie the Pooh. But that ride specifically gets such a long wait. It's a good ride. It's great. And Peter Pan and Winnie the Pooh both get long lines. But for me, Winnie the Pooh is superior by far. But still, Peter Pan has like 45-minute wait. Winnie the Pooh has like a 45-50-minute wait all the time. So that is my thought process there. And then because we're doing early entry for Magic Kingdom, because Tomorrowland and Fantasyland are the only two lands that are open during early entry, we did talk about doing like Fantasyland to start with in the morning. So I'm hoping I can get Pooh right away in the morning, and then maybe Jungle Cruise later in the afternoon, but we'll see what happens. So Pooh, Buzz in the morning-ish, maybe, hopefully, and then Jungle Cruise later in the day at some point. But I do need to also remember when booking Lightning Lanes that we are planning on going for a midday break. So my goal is to have lunch in the park, and then leave and go back to the resort for a little while after that, and then come back in the evening. So I'll just have to remember when I do have Lightning Lanes to try to book around them. And I may try to, if I can only get an afternoon time, I'll just book it to make sure I have it, and then I'll try to like fiddle faddle, I guess. If you watch Mammoth Club, you know what I'm talking about. But I'll try to fiddle faddle a little bit and try to get a better time for that Lightning Lane. But yeah, so that's pretty much my plan for my Lightning Lanes. Very nervous, even though I'm kind of also like, you know what, it is what it is. I shouldn't be that nervous. Just gonna go with the flow, and whatever happens, happens. It's fine, and we can always fiddle faddle around afterwards. You can modify your Lightning Lanes after you purchase them. So like, say I purchase them all tomorrow morning, and then like in a couple days I look at them and I'm like, hey, there's a better time available for this one. I can actually modify before I even get there. So I'm not locked into this time. I can switch it around if I need to, and I can switch it around when we are in the park. So that is something to think about too. And again, another perk that you have for staying on property, because you have a whole week in advance to like try to plan things. So yeah, that is it for my Lightning Lane segment. And then I will come back with the like after. So once I get everything done tomorrow, I'm hopefully gonna screen record my process of actually purchasing Lightning Lanes, and getting those, so you can see that, because it is kind of a stressful process. But I'm hoping that I can show you how I do it and how I'm prepping. And then we'll chat after I get my Lightning Lanes. I do have to work tomorrow, so most likely I will be doing my Lightning Lanes, and then I don't know if I'll have time to film afterwards, if I'll just have to get ready for work and then have to just talk later. So however I do that, you will see. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow morning.
All right, so as you can see on my screen recording, it is 5:59 a.m. on the nose, and now it just turned to 6. So what I did was I'm on my phone, obviously here on the app, and then I also had on my laptop a world clock that was going so I could see down to the seconds how much time I had, just so I could be ready to go. Now, this is actually my first time booking Lightning Lanes. The last time we went, it was Genie Plus, so it was very different. And so far, I've learned a few things from this, and I have this a little bit sped up. So it books your times, and then like you pick your rides, and then it books you, I think, just the earliest times available, and then you can go in and modify them. And so as you can see here, I just got Lightning Lanes for Magic Kingdom and Epcot, and picked my 3 rides there, Jungle Cruise, Buzz, and Pooh, and then kind of modified the times a little bit. Now you can actually go in and re-modify them later and fix it as you go. So this is not set in stone. I've been actually updating it and changing it as the week has gone by, so then I can get better times if I want, or just kind of better plan my day out. So that's that. Thanks for coming along with my Lightning Lanes.
Hello, everybody. I'm back. It is 5 days until Disney World now. And again, I have been doing lots of prep. I left off doing our Lightning Lanes, and I did work that day, so I just woke up a little bit early and got ready to go. I booked our Lightning Lanes at 6 a.m. sharp our time. We live in the Midwest, so Central Time for us is 7 a.m. Eastern Time. I got some decent times for Epcot. Now, we're only getting Lightning Lanes for Epcot and Magic Kingdom, which I think I've said already. But I was hoping, like, I'll show you what I have, and I will screen record this so you can see what I'm doing. So, going to my Lightning Lane passes. So, I have Epcot. Right now I have Living with the Land at 9:55. Spaceship Earth at 10:45, Remy's Ratatouille at 12:40, and I do have Guardians of the Galaxy, sorry. There it is. At 11:45, and I feel like those are decent times, honestly, and especially if we're planning on rope dropping Frozen. So that is kind of my game plan. We're gonna get into the park. We're gonna do early entry. We're gonna get to Frozen, and we're gonna ride Frozen, and then after that, we'll just kind of bop around. Now, I don't love the idea of having to like bop around Epcot. And most of these rides, like Living with the Land and Spaceship Earth, probably don't need Lightning Lanes. So we'll just kind of see what happens when we're there. If the lines are short enough, then I don't need them. And we can go earlier, and we just happen to be there. Great. Otherwise, like, I really just wanted a Remy's, Lightning Lane, and Guardians of the Galaxy. So we got our Remy's at 12:40 to 1:40. So I'm hoping that we can get in line at 12:40, and then I'm hoping we can eat like a light lunch before that at like 11-ish. And, oh wait.
This is Haley from the future. So I realized that my plans overlapped, and I fixed it, and I modified my plans so they all line up now.
And then in Magic Kingdom, we got Buzz Lightyear at 10:40, Jungle Cruise at 11:35 to 12:35, and Winnie the Pooh at 12:15. And we did have Jungle Cruise originally at like 9 a.m., but so we're doing early entry at Magic Kingdom as well, and only Fantasyland and Tomorrowland are open at the same time in the morning when we're doing early entry. So for me, my idea was we're going to be spending the morning in Fantasyland and Tomorrowland. So I want to focus on all those morning rides over there. And Jungle Cruise is on the complete opposite side. And I don't want to walk over there at 9 a.m. So I tried to book it later, and it's at 11:35, and then I'm going to keep fiddle-faddling around to see if I can get it for like later in the afternoon. Or maybe keep it as is, and maybe we'll get through all of our rides. But really, yeah, I want to try to get all of the Fantasyland and Tomorrowland stuff done in the morning, and then we'll like venture over to the other side. We'll just kind of see where the day takes us. Like I said, we're being very like nonchalant this trip. We're trying to make it as relaxing as possible, which is very hard to do in Disney World. But you can't, it is possible. You can have a relaxing trip. So I'm trying to just kind of go with the flow, just ease into it. It makes it a little bit harder when you do have lightning lanes because you have to kind of keep a schedule with lightning lanes, but they are very helpful. So it just depends on what you're looking for your trip. Now, let's switch gears. So we talked about our lightning lane, so I got that done. I have been the reminder queen, which I have been forever. I have to keep a reminder of everything or I will forget. I am going to kind of walk through what I did the last couple days. So I have been working. I got all of our clothes ready to pack. They're not packed yet. They are all in piles on my table. And then I just need to like get our undies and things like that with those outfits. So I have the main bulk of the outfits, just need the undies and things for clothes. Okay. And then I have all of our stroller stuff ready to go. Like it's all in a pile, just need to be packed. I have our chargers, electronics, and then I will probably pack my clothes in packing cubes today as well, either today or tomorrow, so I can actually see if they're going to fit in the suitcase. Now, we don't leave for another like I said, we have 5 days, but I do not want to be scrambling on Monday because I work all weekend. I don't want to scramble on Monday and be like, oh my gosh, I have too many things. I gotta refigure this out and I only have today. I kind of want to spend Monday, honestly, just like doing finishing touches and, if there's some last minute things I need to get done, I want to do that. But I want my vacation to literally start Monday. So I am going to try and get as much done today and tomorrow as possible. I have got my coffee I'm loading up on. I've already done a bunch of errands this morning. And yeah, so I have a few things to get done before I go pick up Maddie in 2 hours. I went to my husband's bank and I let them know that we are leaving so that they're aware. And then I filled out a bank form on my bank because I can do that online for my bank. And I told them where we were going. And so that's all done. I also picked up some swim diapers for Maddie. And what else did I do today? There's more. I ordered Memory Maker. I was kind of contemplating ordering Memory Maker, but honestly, I love Memory Maker. It's so easy. It is a little expensive. It's $185 if you buy it in advance. Let's look at our other to-do list that we have to do yet before we go. So I have ordered groceries, but I'm going to actually wait to order groceries until Monday. And I have my grocery order ready on Instacart. This is actually my first time doing Instacart. Usually I just have my cousin pick it up for us and he brings it to the hotel. But I want to try Instacart this time because they deliver straight to our resort. They take it to Bell Services and they drop it off, and Bell Services keeps it nice for us. So with Instacart, I can order, or I can go in, and I already have an order like prepped on here. So I'm going to go Target, and then I think I already have stuff in my cart. So I have things in my cart, and I also wanted to wait until Monday in case I needed anything extra too. So, they're out of stock of the Cheetos, so we can't get Cheetos. That's okay, we probably don't need them anyway. Case of water, which hopefully will be enough, and if not, I'll just order some more groceries. It'll be fine. And then our liquid IVs. So I really don't have like a ton of stuff in there, and then you would go to your checkout, and then you're going to put your delivery address, which is Port Orleans Riverside. And I'm not going to order these right now because it's not Monday, but I want to get this video out before Monday if I can. So you'll know what I'm doing on Monday. Okay, and then you can do different options of as far as like when to deliver. I'm going to do schedule, and I actually can go up to Monday, but I'm not going to. Like I said, I'm going to wait. So I would like schedule, say Monday, for example, and then let's say pretend Monday says Tuesday. We're going to arrive at the resort probably around noon. I will see if we can get our groceries delivered between noon and 3. And then I'm going to continue. There should be like a... Oh, here we go. You go to deliver instructions, add instructions, and I'm going to put, please leave with Bell Services. And then I'm just going to put my name. And I'll add a little thank you. Want to put your name and your room number, which we don't know our room number because we're not checking in yet, but they said as long as you have your name, it should work. You can say leave at door, meet at door. If you have alcohol though, if you are ordering alcohol, you have to be there in person to pick it up. You cannot leave that at Bell Services, or so I've been told. We're going to keep working on our prepping and packing, and I'm going to start getting our suitcases ready to go so we can see how much room we actually have.
Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. If you feel like letting go, you can take control. You can turn this all to something beautiful where you feel life gets you down, 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 gets you down, down, down. Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Say it louder, say it louder. You're the question, you're the answer. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. If you feel like letting go, you can take control. You can turn this all to something beautiful where you feel life gets you down, 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 gets you down, down, down.
miscellaneous of things here. And I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to organize it completely yet in my suitcases, so that's why I'm going to work on that today and try to get closer and have most of the things that I will be needing. So I'll just start with the stuff that's in front of me. I have my laundry detergent sheets because I am going to do laundry this time. And then I also have my collapsible laundry basket that I will bring. So I'm going to grab quickly a Ziploc bag, and then I can put it in a spot. So there's that. And then I have this is so random, our glow sticks. I gotta figure out a spot for those. So I'll put those over here. The wet bag that I'm gonna put in Maddie's diaper bag for when we're in the parks, it has, right now it has just like a shorts and shirt change of clothes. I'll probably put in extra socks too in case she wants to go play in like a splash zone or something in the parks, and I have some extra socks to give her. I am bringing sandals for her, but most of the time I think she's gonna be wearing tennis shoes. We'll see. Box has all of our like toiletry. Well, not all of it, but most of it. It's full. So I have my meds case here, and I went ahead and loaded it already, and I have it all nice and labeled. I have some Dramamine if we need it, some Tylenol cold, and Excedrin migraine, which is, I have like the whole bottle in there because I get migraines kind of frequently, so especially they're triggered by the heat. So then I have Advil, just regular Tylenol, and then my blood pressure medicine. So all of that's in here, and that's going to go in probably my park bag, so it's easily accessible. I'm going to bring some Band-Aids. I have little princess Band-Aids, and then I also have some bigger Band-Aids for us, depending on what happens if Maddie falls and scrapes her knee. We have that, and then I'm going to bring some, it's not Neosporin, but it's off-brand Neosporin. So I have that. I'm going to put that in a bag, and I'm going to bring 2 different pooperies with us, and then I can change it if I need to. Okay, and then I have my to-go toothpaste. I have all of our sunscreen, which is a lot, and honestly I probably have some After Sun too that we'll bring, and our face sunscreen. This is like my shower moisturizer, loofahs. Alright, and then my body wash, and then I need my hairspray, toothbrush holders, lotion for Maddie, Clorox wipes, which will go in her park bag, and makeup remover. Pool bag, my beach bag. So I have our packing cube that has all of our swimsuits and cover-ups in here. That way it's like, I'll just pull it right out, and I can take just this into the bathroom if I need to. I'm also going to put I should actually just put it all in a wet bag actually, than a packing cube, because then when we are done at the pool, we have a bag to put our stuff in. So maybe I'll change that to a wet bag. And then I also have a change of clothes for Maddie and I have a pair of shorts for me, and then a romper for her. And then I have a swim diaper in here ready to go for her. I might add another one just in case, but I don't think I'll need another one. So, oh, and then I have my, this is my waterproof phone case, so I can like take pictures and videos in the pool. All right, let's talk about what's in the park bag. I have Maddie's like change of clothes in case she gets like dirty or spills something, and I have an extra pair of socks. I'm thinking about putting another extra pair of socks in here just in case there's splash pads and stuff like that in some of the parks. So I got a sweatshirt if it gets cold, which hopefully it doesn't. I have her wet bag to put that in, her autograph book for the characters to sign, which I will get a pen when we're there. Oh, now she's gonna look at it. And then I have our mealtime bag. This has our like coloring mats, our crayons, her bib, and just like a stain wipe. Yeah. I have our little wipe holder here, and it has a couple diapers in the back. I just probably can't open it with one hand, but this is just so it's a little bit easier to take to the bathroom. Then I can just take this instead of the whole thing. I have extra diapers, her little changing pad, and then I have a like toddler carrying sling, extra wipes, which I will put on the stroller as well, just to have. Can never have too many wipes. And then I have a brush and some extra hair things in case she needs to fix her hair in the park. I don't know if I really need this, but I am gonna bring some diaper cream. I have our chargers here with their, I don't need these necessarily, but oh, she's trying to stack it for us. That's so nice. Her boogie wipes, wet ones, and some Clorox disinfecting wipes. Everything laid out here, and I think I have most things packed now. What I got going on here, so I have Maddie's diaper bag that's all ready to go. I have our plain backpack, which doesn't have a ton in it actually. I have my laptop, I will have my charger, I have my camera case, which will have my camera in it, her Yodo for the plane, our headphones, and then some activities. And I did put her autograph book in here to keep it safe. And then I have our one carry-on here. This has my ears and some clothes. This one is a checked bag. This has our electronics in it. And is this the one that has our batteries? I have a bag that has like extra batteries for the bubble wand. And then I have my rain jacket in there. This is mostly stroller park stuff. Stroller caddy, rain cover, our bubble wands in there. I have 2 things of bubbles in here, and the one is already kind of leaking, so I double bagged it and stuffed it in here. We have, yes, our fans, strollers, or our stroller fans. I do have an extra wet bag too that I'm bringing, because you can never have enough wet bags. And then over here I have our laundry basket, our laundry sheet. I have some tampons, 'cause I'm supposed to get my period when we're there, unfortunately. I have our glow sticks, and then these are all of our toiletries so far. I still have a few days here, so I have most of my stuff packed. However, I want to try to see how much my suitcases weigh before it gets to be Monday. So I'm going to try to put all of that in here and see what I'm at for weight for all of the suitcases. And honestly, that might be it. That might be all we have, is just the 3 suitcases. But I was prepared. I have 2 other carry-ons prepared if we needed to. So, yeah, let's see how everything turns out. Hello. We are now 1 day away, and we actually leave in, I can't do math that fast, but it's 5 p.m. and we leave at 1:30 a.m. Yeah, that's right. You heard me. 1:30 a.m. That's great. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's focused on my face right now, but my child is sleeping on the couch. I tried to skip nap time today, but obviously it didn't go very well. So And I've been working on editing this video and trying to finish it up so I can get it uploaded tonight so y'all can see it when we're actually in Disney, and then you can be excited for all of the vlogs. So I was going to show you what step I'm at. I'm finishing up. I am about to head over into town. Jake is putting tires on my car today, so I'm going to meet him after he's done with work. We're going to go to Walmart, pick up a couple things. We just have a couple more things that we need to pick up for tomorrow. I'm going to show you where I'm at. Here are my suitcases. These are my 2 check bags. I have weighed them and they are good to go. My bigger bag is about 45 pounds. So I got all my stuff in there. I know I already kind of showed you this, but this is all like kind of just the finishing touches. I just have to add my toothbrush and stuff, which I will do in the morning. I did decide on 2 carry-ons also, because it's a good idea, especially if you're not sure about merchandise, have a carry-on for merchandise. And then I have our stroller and our stroller bag for when we check it. I did set up our air tags, so I have that on Maddie's bracelet, and I also have it on my stroller, so I have those packed away, ready to go. And then I also have all of our stuff that needs to be just laid out for tomorrow morning. So we have our outfits for the morning. I have some extra diapers to put into the diaper bag, but otherwise the diaper bag should be ready to go for Disney World, park ready. I washed my tennis shoes, so they're nice and sparkly. And then I have my bag, which I will be condensing and putting in either this bag or our airplane bag, which will have my laptop and stuff. So this is our arrival day bag. Also, one of my personal items, I have my hat. I have, I did add a cooling towel, our swimsuit and stuff. I already showed you all of this, but just wanted to reiterate what's in there. So I have that all ready to go. My change of clothes, and then like I said, I have my backpack that we will have on the plane that'll have like kind of our plane activities, headphones, and then we'll probably put our snacks in there. So everything is done. I just have to go grab a few more things from the store, put them in the suitcase, and then put my like toothbrush and that stuff all in the suitcase in the morning, and then that's it. We're ready to go. We're headed off to Walt Disney World.